Oh, you better get this thing started, y'all. Go ahead and send out some reminders to the guests that you do have. Right, y'all go ahead and shoot some reminders out real quick before we get this thing started. We can get started in about 30 more seconds. Okay, Deidre, Miss Stickland, just go ahead and send your reminders out. All right, I'm about to share my screen. We're gonna get this thing started. Good evening. How y'all doing? This is Jamal Flono from Atlanta, Georgia. Let me cut my camera on. Man, what am I doing? All right, how y'all doing this evening? Drop some fire emojis in the chat for making it on here, man. I'm gonna be for y'all. I'm gonna be with y'all for a very brief time. I'm gonna get right into information because I don't want to waste anyone's time, right? I know your time is valuable. You could be doing so many things right now, right? There's so many things you be doing on this Wednesday afternoon, this Wednesday evening, but you're here with us. So I want to make sure I honor that decision of you being on here. I'm letting you know this your whole life can change if you allow it to. So we're gonna get right into this information. This whole movement is sitting around this concept of credit and money. Somebody drop credit and money in the comment section. Drop credit and money in the comment section. Right. And I know a lot of people be struggling with a lot of things, right? I know people be like, life be life. Well, around here, y'all, we say God be God, right? We say God be God. But we do understand that a lot of people have this is a lot of people's reality. Millions are struggling financially. 1 in 3 consumers have a credit score below 669. In the Black and brown community, it's about 45 points less. 50% of businesses fail within their first 5 years due mainly to the lack of access to capital. And this is a big one for me. 61% of Americans don't have $1,000 saved up. And that's kind of scary place to be. So a lot of people are praying, they're looking for a solution. And guess what we got for them, y'all? We got a solution. It's called Novate. It's the credit and money company. We're a fintech company that provides greater access to credit, capital, and entrepreneurship for underserved communities nationwide. And it's all built on 4 pillars. Somebody say 4, somebody drop a 4 in the comment section. Right? It's all built on 4 pillars. It's credit building, it's access to capital, it's debt help, it's entrepreneurship. And we have a whole lot of credibility. None more than our CEO, right? This is Mr. Enrico McDaniel McCambry. We're talking about somebody who grew up in the projects in a single parent household and still became a millionaire by the age of 25. He's a best-selling author, graduated from one of the top MBA programs in the country, writes for Forbes.com as an industry expert, and slated to who's who in America business and finance. And listed Inc. 5,000 list for the last 4 years in a row as one of the fastest growing companies in America. And a little birdie told me, right, that we're going to do it for a 5th year in a row. So I'm saying all that to say it's a whole lot of credibility. You'll see us featured on Black Enterprise Magazine or Yahoo Finance or Essence or Forbes.com or Capital One Business or so on and so forth. You'll see us mentioned in so many different places. So when it comes to credibility, we got you. We got your back. So let's get into these solutions, y'all. I'm going to make this quick. Let's talk about solution number 1, it's credit. Right? We have 2 options when it comes to credit. We have our fast method and we have our convenience method. Our fast method is, uses AI technology, it uses machine learning, so it gets better every single month. The AI seems to work really fast. That's why everybody typically or seems to have, 5, 10, 15 deletions on their first, on the first round. Me, I saw 25 deletions on my first round, which was insane because I didn't know I had 25 things to delete. But some people say, look, Jamal, I know the AI does all the work, but I don't have time to go to the post office. But that option, we have the convenience option. All you do is take a picture ID, a picture of a piece of mail, and a licensed credit referral partner does all the work for you. And it comes with a 90-day money-back guarantee. Somebody dropped 90 days in the comment section, right? It comes with a 90-day money-back guarantee. It says if you don't get any results in 90 days, you get your money back. Will even sue the credit bureaus on your behalf if the credit bureaus make a mistake. How many people love an extra $500 to $2,500 just because the credit bureaus messed up? And then when it comes to credit, it's a whole nother credit profile that you have, when it comes to your business. We have our business credit and finance suite, which allows you to separate your personal credit from your business credit. Allows you to structure your business in a way to maximize funding. And you get a guaranteed $50,000 in funding. That's business credit cards, lines of credit, that's even cash. But you're guaranteed a minimum of $50,000 or you get your money back. What I love about this is, y'all, you're not gonna find this anywhere cheaper in the industry. We negotiated to have the lowest rate in the industry. No one can sell for as low as we sell it for. So that's why y'all get it from here. Right? All three come with credit monitoring, online budgeting tools, $1 million worth of fraud insurance. I just love the fact that we're on solution number one and we already got 2 money back guarantees. Drop some fire emojis for that. Let's talk about solution number two, y'all. Is debt help. You get a chance to be debt free. How many people want to make this the last year that you owe anybody anything? Say me in the comment section. For that, y'all, we have our Nove Debt Help Program. If you got a minimum of $10,000 in unsecured debt, imagine making one phone call, be able to cut your payments up to 50% immediately. Or be able to cut your total debt up to 50% immediately. That way you get back to reestablish your credit a lot faster. On the business side, if you got a minimum of $15,000 in debt, imagine being able to reduce your payments up to 90% immediately after one phone call. Or reduce the amount you owe down to 2% after one phone call. That way you get back focused on business. Look, this is debt resolution. It's not debt consolidation. I don't want you to get confused thinking this is debt consolidation. This is not debt. This debt resolution. We're going to help you get rid of your debt, right? This is what we call like a bankruptcy alternative, right? So that's pretty powerful. A lot of people don't even know that they have access to something like that. Let's talk about solution number three, y'all. You get a chance, you have access to capital, right? You get a chance to be a walking, talking lending tree. That's right. You get a chance to be a walking, talking lending tree. I don't know about y'all, but people tend to ask me to borrow money all the time. And now I got a solution for people to ask me to borrow money besides me digging into my pocket. I just dig into my Facebook and I just dig into my website and send them a link. Right? And all you gotta do, look, I love it because I ain't gonna worry about chasing you down, get my money back. You gotta pay back the lenders, right? And, you decide not to pay it back, it won't. At least I still got paid, right? We get, and let's say they get denied because their credit's too low. Cool, we help them with their credit, help them get a loan, right? And then you get paid 2 times. Somebody say 2 times in the comment section. Or let's say, they have an issue, they get denied because they have a high debt to income. Cool, we help them with their debt, help them get their loan, and you get paid what? 2 times, right? We have an option. We have a no credit check, no fee, no interest, pay their cash advance. That says, look, if you got a job, we're pretty much gonna make sure that you can have the extra money you need to make it to work, right? You're talking about up to $750 per pay period, up to $150, a day. Because guess what? Some people really are struggling financially. Some people do need a couple of dollars to make it to the end of the week, and put gas in the gas tank to make it to the end of the week. Some people are working double shifts and they can't afford food. Now you get a chance to be a blessing and get blessed at the same time. On business funding side, up to $100 million in business funding, up to $150 in real estate funding. If you know any business owner that need to offer financing, guess what? We got an option where they can offer financing. Government grants, access to capital, all kind of powerful things, y'all. Stop by solution number 4 is entrepreneurship. I'm about to wrap this up. Entrepreneurship, y'all. We can help, people have legitimate businesses now. I love the fact that you're able to get an LLC. We don't charge you a dime, but we still get paid, right? We don't charge people a dime and we still get paid, right? Tax preparation and bookkeeping, tax season was so big, I'm still getting paid from tax season. Tax season's been over for a month. Right? How many people love to still get paid for something that ended a month ago? Say me in the comment section. Access to wills and trusts and life insurance, right? We don't sell life insurance, but we offer some of the best life insurance that we got in the country, y'all. Not to take away from anybody that sells life insurance, right? But it's just another option, And then I love the fact that you can join this movement, right? I know some people say, look, this sounds too good to be true, right? People that say it sounds too good to be true, I say to them, y'all, So you can Google us, right? You can Google us. Close to Perfect review tours, all these different platforms. They got real people, real results. You can go to novareviews.com and just scroll through it. Or you can just Google us, right? Look at some of these results, y'all. You got lifetime rentals that became homeowners after a couple of months. You got, professional, international real estate professionals. They also make six figures doing this, right? After making six figures in real estate, they also do six figures doing this. You got most people that did this thing for a couple of months and they'll work a job again the rest of their life. Because guess what? It's a new era of entrepreneurship. Amazon, Walmart, Best Buy, they pay millions per year in commissions. Novea pay, Novea, unlike Amazon, Walmart, and Best Buy, who pay a few pennies to a few dollars, Novea pay a few hundred to a few $1,000s per sale, y'all. And think about it like this, man. You don't have to quit your job to do this. You don't need special skills. You don't need licenses. You don't need a degree. You don't have to get a P10. You don't have to underwrite loans. You don't have to, take an insurance test, right? You don't have to mail in letter, lick any stamps, keep any correspondence. You ain't got to, create an escrow account. You ain't got to do any of that. All you do is refer people to a website. You refer people to stuff all the time. You refer people to Fashion Nova all the time, the Shein all the time, the Temu all the time, to your favorite hairstyles all the time, to your favorite loctician all the time, to your favorite, restaurant all the time, to your favorite church all the time, to your favorite book all the time. Why not refer someone where you get paid while helping them get in a better financial situation? I love it. You can set your own hours, work from anywhere in the world, because all you're doing is referring people to a website, y'all. Like, all you gotta do is have a conversation, show them something, get on the phone with somebody else, and just like that, you get paid. You can do that, can't you? If you can do that, let me get a yes in the comment section, right? Basically, you start off as an affiliate, but you end up a consultant. Yeah, y'all. So let's look at this money real quick. Every time you somebody with their credit, you make $100, $100, $100, $100, $100, $100, $100. Look, man, how many people use a couple $100, a couple extra $100 next week? Say me in the comment section. I want you to understand, if you make $15 an hour, it takes 10 hours for you to make $100 after tax. And you can do that with a 10-minute phone call. I love that, y'all. But so many other ways to get paid. Just look at some of these numbers. As a matter of fact, you can go to novapays.com, right? Novapays.com. Somebody drop that in the comment section. Novapays.com. NOVAEPAYS.com. NOVAEPAYS.com. You want to see the whole compensation plan. It's gonna be real beautiful. You better read everything. You better see everything. And you see how it really works. But my favorite way of getting paid, y'all, my favorite way of getting paid is nation building. It's building together, right? This is the part people say it's a pyramid. It's like, yeah, well, how about you start at the top and build your bottom? What I love about it is, y'all, it's not one of those things where the person at the top gets rich, right? What I love about this thing is everybody has the same opportunity to get exactly where you gotta get to. Everybody does. Some people just do a little more work than others. Some people, learn how to talk to people a little bit sooner. Some people learn how to talk to people a little bit better. But as soon as you do, woo! Man, I heard story after story. This one guy, man, I was following, man, in this industry, for 7 years, the most he had made was $500 a month. People was like, man, and he did that 3 times, right? In 7 years. The most he made was $500 a month. That's why people like, see, I told you it was a scam, right? That's what people be saying, right? Check this out. In the past, what's that? In the past 28 years, he's made over $100 million. Ain't that interesting? How many people would be okay with making up $500 a month 3 times to make an extra $100 million? Say me in the comment section. I want you to understand, man, these numbers are possible. These numbers are possible. Just look at this, right? Check these numbers out right here. All right, check these numbers out here, and I promise y'all, this is a small fry compared to what it's going to be for a lot of people. This is small compared to what it's going to be for a lot of people. I want you to just look at this list. We're gonna show you how to get there. Figure out where you want to be at. Dream big. You got to start dreaming bigger a lot faster. You got to start believing bigger a lot faster. I love about this as well, y'all, man. Check this out. You know, Novell paid for a couple of luxury cars. 3, as a matter of fact. Novell paid for your home. Right? Novell paid for your mortgage. How many people would love to have nice cars and nice homes if someone else paid for it? Say me. Right? Say me. For people that say, look, I don't know what I'm doing, cool. We got a whole learning platform. You can learn at your own pace. You got, simple scripts, show you how to become a true professional. But the party's about to begin, y'all. You get a chance to network and train with 6 and 7 figure earners like myself, right? There's bilingual events, got yacht parties and lifestyle events, quarterly online trainings with cash prizes. Everything you need to succeed with Novell, y'all. So check this out. There's only 2 ways to get started. As a matter of fact, it's only one this week, right? It's only one way this week because right now we got a promotion going on. Well, instead of being $349 to be pro, it's only $199. And this is my thought process. If you need to improve your credit anyway, why not get paid during the process? I'm going to say that again. If you need to improve your credit anyway, why not get paid during the process? It's that simple. Make up $3,000 per customer, $600 per teammate, qualify for team overrides, for, monthly residual luxury car bonuses. Once you get 5 customers or 5 teammates just like that, guess what? You don't have a monthly fee. Somebody say, if it's free, it's for me. Somebody say, if it's free, it's for me. Yeah. It's all 100% tax deductible. Some of the proceeds, a percentage of proceeds go to our nonprofit that goes to supporting families in schools and underserved communities. So check this out, man. There's only 3 people out there hearing this information. First person says, look, I make enough money already. I don't even like money like that. Money makes me itch, right? For those people who say, cool, thank you for taking time out. Maybe you can share a post on social media for the person who invited you out. Maybe you can, open up a free high yield savings account. We don't see your banking information. It's going to be put you in a position to have high interest rate, have higher returns on your own money, right? Or you might be number 2. Number 2 says, look, I'm interested. I got a couple of questions. For those, guess what? We'll get your questions answered, figure out if it's a good fit for you, because look, it might not be for you, but if it is, at least let's get your questions answered just to make sure. Or you might be number 3. Number 3 says, look, you had me when I saw the awards in the background and you sitting there like this, right? For those who are going to say, welcome to the family. We're so excited to have y'all. Thank you for taking this brief time out your evening. But let's get back to changing other people's lives. Let's get back to changing the world. Let's get back to being a solution. I'm telling y'all right now, this is going to be the biggest movement you've ever seen in your life. This is going to be the biggest movement you've ever seen in your life. There's going to be so many people that get financially free because they decide to hop on a call like this. And it might as well start with you. With that being said, go be great on purpose.